welcome to this week's edition of Wednesday Wisdom. There was so much information in last week's Wednesday Wisdom topic that we split it up into two segments. So here is part 2, which is a continuation of our estate distribution discussion. Thanks for joining us. Then we have reasonable expenses of the decedent's last illness. So if there are still some remaining hospital bills coming in that insurance didn't cover, or anything along the lines that were attributed to that last, if there was a last illness, then that gets paid next, as far as the order here is concerned. And then we have unpaid state or IRS taxes. So you know the government, as far as taxes are concerned, they're going to get their money before anybody else does. I'm really surprised they're not higher on the list, to be honest with you, but taxes come next. And then there are judgments or liens, if there are any judgments or liens against the decedent, or any secured loans, like a mortgage, if the property was used as collateral for a mortgage loan, things along those lines, then that's next on the list of priority. Then all other debts, so all the other creditors, and that's why creditors, there's a special section for them in the legal newspapers when the announcements are out or posted, because they're looking for those decedents who owe them money, where they are on that list and they are to get paid at that point, along this list, this priority listing. And then is all the heirs and beneficiaries, if there is a will, the beneficiaries of the will. That's last. That you folks are last in that list of priority. So if there aren't enough assets to cover the first 5 or 6, then you may not get what you're expecting. So I just, when you're writing your will, if you're not leaving enough to take care of those other items higher on the list, and some of your assets need to be used or sold to provide for those other things on the list, then those heirs on the bottom of the list may not get everything they're expecting or what you expect to leave them. So part of planning is really kind of considering all of those aspects of the estate distribution to make sure that your wishes are still carried out, but to make sure you're considering those other things as well, and that the folks on the other side know what to expect, especially the person who's assigned or delegated or nominated as your personal representative to handle all of this after you're gone. So I probably went over my time. I completely forgot to set my timer, but that will do it for this week's edition of Wednesday Wisdom, and I hope that was helpful. We can probably continue this conversation at a later time, but I welcome your comments and your feedback and your questions, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.